On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Green. The short hands, it's Blake. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to lead.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clapp. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Green. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback, he's just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So After the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Complete on third down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The inside handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the point after and the lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Razorbacks are on the move. They're going back to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to get...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not.
It's a fake. He wants to throw. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lewis wants to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Wide open spaces. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's loose. 30 on the Jets. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well. And this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Memphis picking up the tempo. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they can't make the play on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible safety, downfield.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. to throw. Punch it out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Touchdown, Memphis! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Cross. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The throw makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to pass. Right on the money. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This is a designed run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He'll take it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today.
Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Blake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's complete to the right. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It has been said that the